Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So today I am back at Rise of the Six finally. It's been more than a month since my last episode, and I believe this is episode 4. I left off on episode 3 because I really didn't have time to ROTS, like in terms of like actual time to PVM, because I started Rago after that episode. I was doing Nex, I was doing the Saradomin weekend. I had a lot of stuff going on instead of doing ROTS, and honestly, Rise of the Six is like the hardest boss to find people, which is kind of surprising because you only need 3 people, but like no one really wants to ROTS. Not many people really know how to ROTS that are on my friends list, so it kind of does get, old looking for teammates and stuff, but I finally got around to it, and in like 2 or 3 days, I got, the kills for this episode. Now, knowing that it was a long time ago since the last episode, I'm going to like recap what happened in the previous episode, so like, in the first 3, I got 2 shields, so they were a Vengeful and then another Vengeful. And again, I'm trying to get all 3 shields, all unique shields, and I have, 1 type, and I got a duplicate of it. It was good to ROTS again. I kind of missed it a little bit just because it's so much money, but it is kind of frustrating. It is like the most frustrating boss in the game for me. Like, there's so much kill potential here. If you make one little mistake, you're dead. You're absolutely dead. If you have one little leg spike, you're dead. If it's at the wrong time. Like, if you lag a little bit on a spin, you're gonna die. Especially if you're on Shadow. If you, don't pay attention for like a split second, you could die from a spin or, die from a Caro Bomb. And it gets really frustrating when one of your teammates die or you die. It happened a lot, so I mean, ROTS takes a lot of time, but overall it's one of the best money makers for me, at least. And in comparison to like Rago, I mean, Rago is pretty straightforward. Like if you're doing a DPS roll, which it's not even honestly a roll, it's so easy, you can like sleep through that kill. But in ROTS, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention or else you're gonna die. So that's the only difference between like doing Rise of the Six and Rago for me. I prefer Rago just because, that you have that rare chance of getting 100 mil. And here it's just consistent money. There's nothing really to hope for. Obviously, there's a shield to hope for the series, but in terms of money, they're not that much money. Enough rambling. I know I rambled way too hard right there, but as for this episode, I did get really lucky. So early on, like I think 15 kills into the episode, I got a Merciless shield. So that is amazing. That is my 3rd shield of the series, and that is the 2nd out of 3 that I can get. So I'm 2/3 done with the series if I, can get the next shield. The Malevolent is what I'm looking for. So the Merciless is a good change because the Vengefuls were the cheapest, and then the Merciless is the mid-tier price, but obviously they're all kind of low, so it doesn't really make a big difference. How I see it is, if you get a shield, that's basically like 5 or 6 chests free. So, I got a shield, so it gives me, 5 or 6 more chests worth of loot. Now, later in the episode, I wasn't expecting anything more, so I was just trying to get more kills for the actual episode, making more progress. And I actually got another Merciless, so yeah, I got 2 Merciless shields in this episode. So now I'm at 4 shields, 2 duplicates, and then 2 uniques. So that is awesome. I feel like I'm pretty lucky. I'm at like almost 250 kills, and I'm at, 4 shields. I feel that's pretty good. And I have a few friends that are like extremely dry, like my friend Adam, who I was ROTSing with for pretty much all these kills. He's very dry. I don't know how dry he is, but he's well over 100, maybe 150 dry. I don't know what he's at, but it's kind of crazy that I got 2 shields when he didn't get anything. But, it's kind of cool that I am getting closer to the end of this mini-series type thing. And I am really sorry that it took so long for this episode. I just, dropped the ball, did other things. But that's it for this episode. Let's go into my price check and then my slide and see the progress towards the goal. So here's my Rise of the Six tab, and as you can see right away, I have the energy, the 4 shields, bunch of the Onyx bolts. It's kind of crazy that I have 1,600 here. And, that alone's like 14 mil, if I'm doing the math correct. Maybe 13 mil, something like that. And then Magic Seeds, got some Lands, Dwarfs. Kind of sucks that these are not worth as much as they used to be back in the day. Like, if they were the original price, that'd be so much money right there. But you really can't complain. The Malevolent Energy is so much money right now. It's like 230k. And apparently it does sell for med. And then obviously my charms are just slowly getting up there. I'm at like 400 blues, got 300 crimsons. And then these Barrows Ammies I'll most likely sell to a friend, so they're going to be a little bit higher than whatever price that they show right there. But let's just price check, get it over with, and it seems like it's 160 mil basically. Now, if you remember my last episode, it was roughly 120 million GP, and that means it's like a 40 million GP increase in one episode. Now, I didn't really get as much kills as I usually do. I kind of just stopped because it was getting really frustrating to get all the kills, and it was hard to find people. But I did end up getting 2 shields, so it's like 7 mil right there. But yeah, 160 mil in just 4 episodes. That basically means an average of 40 million per episode. And that is insane, guys. That is insane. I cannot wait to sell this tab. And this money, when I finish it, will definitely help for buying out next splits when I do next. Now finally, here's the slide. And right away on the right, you can see my shield collection. I'm at 2 Vengeful's and 2 Merciless, like I said earlier. And we're just looking for that Malevolent. Hopefully we can get that in the next few episodes. And just know that because we're at like 250 kills, I'm kind of halfway through my entire goal. Because my overarching goal is to get, you know, the 3 shields, obviously. But if I get that at, let's say, 300, I'm still going to be rotsing for 500. And whenever I get the shields, obviously the series is done. But I will be making a loot video for 500 Rise of the 6. So like at the end of the series, if it happens before 500, I will not sell the loot in that video. But if it happens after 500, I'm not selling it in the loot video. So it's kind of weird that way. And hopefully I can get the Malevolent within like 100 kills or so. And we're also at 351 energy. I'm kind of excited how much energy I can get at the end of the 500. I'm guessing the total amount will probably be around like 700 total energies at the end. So I feel like, yeah, we're pretty much halfway on every mark of this series. Now, thanks for watching. But that's it for me today. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.